It's going to be a long winter this year, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a long winter this year. They're predicting that this is going to be one of the coldest winters this year as well. We're going to be reaching record temperatures of lows this winter as well. Not only that, they're also predicting that there's going to be a second quote unquote shutdown. If that happens, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Could you imagine having the brand new PlayStation 5? Could you imagine seeing your counterparts on the Xbox and the Nintendo Switch enjoying games, playing games? So many games that it's going to be able to keep us warm that we won't even be able to notice the shutdowns. We won't even be able to notice the record low temperatures, but because we'll be so deep within our gaming nectar. I got the whole winter is coming thing from that Game of Thrones. That was something that was said over and over and over again. It was some type of demonic ice creature coming to take on the Game of Thrones characters. Look at me as that demonic ice creature that is coming to bring winter full force. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the X-Tendo podcast. Oh, crap. We got ourselves a donation already. Soup Kitchen. Thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. Your donations are much needed. What's up, Zobi? And it's good to see you talking as well. But thank you so much. Happy to be here. That's what's up. How you doing, man? Horace, Haru, whoever, whatever. Mike, what's going on, man? Wisdom is here. So you know it's about to turn up. You know it's about to get real. Yeah. Yep. Nintendo's going to do great these holidays coming up. Yes. Solo, what's going on, man? I'm still marathoning Switch games. So sad the summer is ending. I had a great summer so far, dude. Yeah, man. How you guys doing, man? Like I said, winter is coming. Winter is coming. It's to the point now where you you can't help but just laugh at Sony. Now when you see PlayStation or Sony, you can't really get so you start getting the giggles. You know what I mean? You know, there's such a pathetic freaking company. The gaming media is nothing more than a joke now. Now, when you see the gaming media, you kind of look at them and go, they're a joke. You look at the fanboys. You can't help but laugh when you see these Sony fanboys now. There was one deranged Sony fanboy in here last episode talking about, come on, man, let's end the council. Now they want to end the council war. When the cards were in their favor, Oh my God, you couldn't stop hearing from these guys, right? Now, when things are looking a little spooky, now that winter is coming, now that things are looking extremely dim over there at PlayStation, now we're toxic, huh? Now they want to end the counter fanboy war, huh? Now they want to tell me how to operate my own daggone channel. Hey, man, stop doing PlayStation videos, man. Stop it, man. Another one, man. Come on. Another one, man. This is enough, man. Do some anime videos. One guy told me to go back to unboxing action figures. Yahoo, balling hard. It's going to be fireplace. It's going to be some slow slinging. It's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing. Once my burglar alarm gets ringing, it's going to be a fireplace crackling and silence on the opposite side. Master stroke. Yeah. I like that. Oh, Metro, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into all the good stuff. Ballin' Harder, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate that so freaking much. Yeah, it's gonna be a comfy winter. Get comfortable, Sony fanboys. Get comfortable. Man, it's funny how the tables have turned. Hey, just last week I was a troll. Hey, do I have your attention now? Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Share this video to one of the most diehard Sony fanboys that you know. I know the Sony fanboys have went into hiding. You can't find them now. Where are the Sony fanboys? You can't find them right now. They started picking up new hobbies all of a sudden. They're jumping out of planes. What do you call that? Skydiving. They're water snorkeling now. I saw one of these dusty, dirty Sony fanboys. They jumped in the water to do some water snorkeling, and pounds of dirt and dust and debris was around the body. It came off of the body as soon as they jumped in the water. Right? They're participating in dumpster diving. Look what I found, guys. I found a Sony. They're finding Sony exclusives while they're jumping in the dumpsters. Oh my God, I found Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my God. Yo, you just never know what you're going to find in these dumpsters. They're working out now. Some of them have gone vegan. They're old man Bob. What's going on, man? Sewing, yeah. They're sewing, yeah. I'm sorry. This is funny. Funny how the tables have turned. For those of you who don't know what I mean that winter, we are currently in Jason. Jason, yes, and it's going to be a bloodbath. For those of you who don't know what I mean, maybe you guys do know what I mean. Does anybody know what Jason means? Does anybody know what Jason? We are currently in Jason. Jason. Does anybody know? Chat room, do you guys know what Jason means? It's very, very important when it pertains to gaming because things get really bloody, it get really violent. The Sony fanboys are missing. Wow. Wow. Does anybody know what Jason means? I'm gonna go nice and slow today. I want to make sure you guys hear me. I'm going nice and slow. Jason Voorhees, yeah. Does anybody know what Jason means? No? July. Xbox having a game show this week? Is that serious? I hope so. I hope so. From Friday the 13th, we are currently July, August, September, October, and November. Jason, these are the real crucial times when it pertains to gaming. Now is the time where people start getting ready to go out and start making their purchases when it pertains to the holidays. Everybody's locked and loaded, especially soccer moms, fathers. And during this time right now in Jason, you're going to be seeing the launch of some of the best games known to man when it pertains for the year. We currently just had when did Flight Simulator come out? In July or August? Well, we just had Flight Simulator that came out. We had Zelda Skyward Sword HD remaster that's currently climbing the chops currently. Hold up, dirty old man Bob. People don't realize how broke Sony is. Whatever profits they make from PlayStation goes to other divisions like movies and so forth. Yes, in my last video, we talked about how Sony is literally losing 33% of the money that they made selling the PlayStation 5. One media site lied, said that Sony is currently out of the red when it pertains to PlayStation. They're no longer losing when it pertains to making money. But then Forbes came out with the facts and said that Sony is losing 33%. That's damn near half of the money that is being purchased for the PlayStation. Half of that money is being sold at a loss. That's almost half, guys. But yes, they do have movies. They do have all that. I understand that. But the movies ain't making money. The music's not making any money. And the games ain't making no money. We also did a video last week where we're showing off that software sales are down drastically. Digital sales are down drastically. Not only that, PlayStation Plus subscribers are down drastically, but they claim PlayStation Now services are up. They're booming. I can believe that. I can believe that. I believe that there's some deranged Sony fanboys that are out there. They all got together and said, you know what, let's promote and support PlayStation Now. But I believe those numbers will go down drastically. They'll do it for about a month, and then they're going to get the hell up out of there. When you're getting PlayStation 4 ports on that PlayStation Now servers, it's completely pathetic. But yes, winter is coming. We're not in winter yet, but I can feel a smooth, cold breeze. I can feel it. It's coming all the way from Canada. June, July, August, September, November, December. Games will be releasing within those months, and people are going to be running out and supporting those said games. And games also help with console sales as well. People are going to be running out, and they want to go out and they want to get the Xbox Series X because of the word of mouth. Remember the importance of word of mouth when it pertains to video games. That was always one of the main sellers when it pertains to video games, was word of mouth. I'm talking about going all the way back to when I was in grade school, man. I remember kids were coming in and telling me about Pokemon. They were telling me about, all types of freaking games that came, Mortal Kombat. That was one of the best ways to sell a game. And Halo Infinite came, they had some type of test run last week, and the word of mouth is buzzing. People are having fun. People are doing little compilation videos. People are excited to play the new Halo Infinite. People are ready. They're locked and loaded. I even seen Sony fanboys saying that Halo Infinite was freaking dope. You got on the Microsoft Xbox, and I believe this is the best game. If I'm going to be completely objective and completely real, I think that this is the best game that will be coming out in 2021. Mark my words. I'm expecting this game to get at least a 10, at least a 10. I am super freaking excited for this game. And this game, and I don't want to say that, I don't want to be like these guys that's majority will claim that their game is and say that's not my type of game. That really pisses me off when I hear people say, that's not my type of game, man. They're like, what are you doing here? Are you here for the cult of personality? Are you here for your favorite YouTuber to hear him babble every week for 5 or 6 hours? Why are you here? Listen, man, that's not my type of game. Look at it, man. But listen, I'm not even going to say it's not my type of game, but I'm just saying I don't really gravitate to the racing genre because I have so much access to other games. You'll even hear Xbox fanboys saying, that's not my type of game. And I go, what else are you playing? Why can't you play Grounded? Why can't you play Sea of Thieves? What else is there to do? What are you waiting for? Jump in, dive, play. Everybody else is enjoying them. Let's support. Let's support. I think Forza Horizon 5 looks freaking incredible. Hold on. I think it looks groundbreaking. And I'm not even a racing guy. The only racing game that I ever liked, that I ever enjoyed, was Tokyo Extreme Racer. And then it turned into Import Tuna Challenge on the Xbox. We're going to get into it, guys. We're going to get into it. Look at this. I just want to talk about what I believe should be Game of the Year. Look at this. This looks... Oh, my God. Holy smokes. Wow. Wow. Oh. Man. Wow. I think this is going to be one of the AAA games that I think this game's going to shake up the world when it comes out. For real. I really do. Anyway. Winter is coming, Sony fanboys. Winter is coming, and I hope you're ready. I hope you're warm. Look at this. After Kena Bridges of Spirits come out, look at this.
No, there's nothing. There's stuff to play. No, there's nothing.
I've already played those director's cuts. Nice try.
It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I already platinumed them too.
Well, they're not hard to platinum.
Get some sleep, okay?
They're not hard to platinum.
There you go. There's Mr. Controller. Going to keep you nice and warm. Okay?
Winter is coming.
All right?
See you in the air. See you in 2023.
See you in 2022.
He says 2022. That's high hopes. And after Kena Bridges of Spirits comes out, let's talk about that. I had a couple of the Sony fanboys coming at me and telling me, but what about Kena? Kayana? I was like, what about Kayana? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about it? What about this game should I be excited for? No, I'm serious. What? It's really getting annoying. This other Breath of the Wild, that's trash. But Kena, what is it? I don't even know what the game is. I'm still not even sure what this game even freaking is. I really hate when Sony fanboys try to put me in this mold that, okay, it's got color. It's a game with color. That's it. And they automatically start to expect, well, Zobi would like this. And I go, what? I can't believe that Kena Bridge of Spirits is a most anticipated game when it pertains to Sony fans, and they'll sit there and look at some of the greatest Nintendo games known to man, and they'll bash that. What about Kena? I see the game only doing about 500,000 at best. At best. We have another Returnal on our hands. What is this? You know, I went to go look and see what the hell this Kena game is. Look at this. I'm not even, the quality starting to look even worse. Look at, I don't understand. What is this? I'm more confused than anything. What the hell? What is this? No disrespect to the developers. I know that they're indie developers. I know they're spinning and working hard on the game. I understand that. I'm more or less talking to the Sony fanboys here. Do I want you to get your money? Of course. Will you get your money when the game, because I believe the game is a console exclusive for a limited time, then it will go to the Xbox and things and such. Yes, you will get your money when it goes to the Xbox, but you will not get it on PlayStation. What is this? What is Kena? Why do people keep telling me? Even Kena got delayed. Why? Look at this. When I saw this, then I was extremely concerned. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is this, guys? They're showing these little 5-second clips. Look at this. What is this? I'm not even sure what this game is. When I saw that, though, I got concerned. It was giving me Uncharted vibes. Yeah. 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 Oh, that's the Breath of the Wild killer. You haven't heard? It does everything better than Zelda. Never heard of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand this whole Kena thing. And, you know, they were talking about you're not allowed to bash this game. This is an indie game. Sony bashes indie games. They treat indie developers like crap. Thousands upon thousands of indie developers have come out and complained about the shady and terrible tactics going on over that PlayStation. How they got to pay? This is an indie company with no money, and they have to play well with over $25,000 to $30,000 just for their game to show up in the PlayStation Store. What is this Kena game that these weird Sony fanboys keep telling me about? And yet, when the sales come out, like my boy Fly Mike said, hey, women lie, the men lie, but the numbers don't lie. Then once the numbers come out, we're all confused. Kena? Kayana? My God. At this point, you got to just laugh. You just got to laugh at these guys because they're weirdos. Because if you really take this thing seriously, you're going to have a freaking stroke. It's sad on how the standards of Sony have just dropped. Whenever they put Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, and Kena, are you kidding me? Just me saying those games make me want to explode from rage. These are the must-have games. These are the games that's going to keep me warm during winter. Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, and Kayana. This is embarrassing. This is it. This is going to be the era. I believe this will be the era where PlayStation is going to get exposed. We're not even a year in within the PlayStation 5 and it's already being exposed. Already being exposed. Oh, God. Speaking of exposure, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Guerrilla Games finally admits that Killzone 2 PS3 reveal trailer was a big fat fake. Speaking of exposure, am I surprised by this? Absolutely not. Every single PlayStation reveal trailer that I saw was nothing like the final product. I remember with Uncharted 4, Killzone, God of War looks nothing like how the game was supposed to be. Remember when God of War was first shown off and we thought it was going to be some type of God of War Skyrim? Then it turned into some type of on-rails action adventure. Remember we thought we were going to be traversing the land and killing. We see a deer and we kill the deer. We can scrape the deer for materials and things like that. Nothing like it was advertised. Even with the Horizon Forbidden West trailer that they initially filled off initially. And then when they finally showed us gameplay, we just saw how drastically downgraded the game was and how they made the main characters, I don't know her name, neither do you. They made her cheeks chubbier. And I'm not talking about the cheeks down below. I'm talking about the cheeks in her face. I would have preferred chubbier cheeks down below on Aloy. They should have did that. That would have been a good selling point, but Sony's going in another direction. Guerrilla Games File Limits. Yes, yes, yes. More exposure. More exposure. More, even IGN staff.
How do you not have an issue with the $10 cost? Largely what I hear is, well, that supports the developers. So you're saying Sony created a console that is so anti-developer that they're forced to do this additional labor and we have to eat the expense. That's the logic jumps that we get to say, I'm willing to pay that $10 extra. And I'm just like, that's ridiculous. You paid $500 for a console. You're telling me back in the N64 days when I paid for my Rumble Pack and I put it in there, to activate that Rumble Pack, I should have paid more for every game that had Rumble? Maybe that was the case. I'm going to have to look that up. Was that what it was like? Because I would equally be just as weirded out by that also. When you buy a piece of hardware, right? The piece of hardware should work. You don't buy a car and then pay $10 every time you want to turn it on, right? Like, so the $10 thing is weird.
We've already said this already on this podcast. We already said this on this podcast weeks ago, months ago. But people don't start paying attention when somebody from IGN and or somebody that's Caucasian. Let's keep it real. Oh my God, you're throwing the race card? No, really. We said this weeks ago. But I don't think you guys are going to hear me when I say it. Now that somebody else said it, that used to be part of the IGN staff, now people can start waking up. Now people can start hearing things. Because for some strange reason, the word of IGN is more credible than Zobi 70. I was a troll a week ago. More exposure. Look at PlayStation. They're trying to be like, if you go to Xbox Twitter, it's fun. Xbox Twitter is exciting. Xbox Twitter is always coming out with some fun new tweets. It gets you activated. It gets you interactive. You start to retweet the tweets. And PlayStation puts out this tweet. Hey, what you playing? And it was trending like, we're not playing nothing. Number one, we don't have a PlayStation 5. And number two, we don't have any freaking games. Hey, what are you playing? Huh? We don't want to hear from you right now. Maybe you should go back to being quiet. Stop trying to seem like, I hate when they try to copy Microsoft and Nintendo. Now they're trying to be more energetic and more interactive with the fans. And when they do it, it just comes off real boring, stale, condescending, and arrogant. What do you mean, what am I playing? Your exclusives only last for 2 days. Now, oh, this has nothing to do with anything. Can I talk gaming real quick? This has nothing to do with nothing. But Disney game developers looking to re-release Marvel vs. Capcom 2 following the YouTube campaign. I guess there was some type of YouTube campaign. I have no idea what it is, but thank you for doing the campaign. And Disney is looking to releasing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to the modern day consoles. One of my favorite video games of all time. They took it off of the Xbox store, even though I still own the Xbox version, but I think I can only play it on the Xbox 360. But still, releasing this bad boy on the Xbox Series X or the Nintendo Switch, I'm grabbing both. I'm grabbing both, and I'm securing my copy tight. And I'm taking on all challengers. Let's go, Disney. Please do something right for once and get this done. Winter is coming. Shout out to J-Rock. When you have nothing to play in your console, you play with the console itself. I have no idea what this is. I didn't want to bring it up on my podcast. If I don't know what it is, then I won't talk about it. There was some type of attachment or hardware booster thing. It was just too confusing for me. Only thing I know is video games. So they're going to be attaching the SSD. I don't know, guys. You guys would know better than me. But this is what they're going to be doing. And then Jeff Keighley, he had to find some type of way to promote the PlayStation. What's your read speed? Pathetic. This is pathetic. This is where your $500 went to. Not only that, the extra $10 that you spent on these Sony exclusives. Look at this. What the? Are you? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. And Sony may be going all in with 2022. They said this with 2021. We're going to get into it. Trust me. I'm just trying to get through my notes. And then I'm going to be able to rant and babble. Oh, and then here's the last thing. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales has been played for over 11,000 years. More fake statistics to get people excited for nothing. It means nothing. The game flopped. Oh, God. Anyway, let me get back to my winter screen, and then I'm going to babble real hard. I'm going to really show you guys how winter is coming. Look at this. Let me go back to my winter screen. I like that. I like this. I like this screen right here. Check this out. Yeah. Woo! That's a cold winter right there, ain't it? Now, with all that being said, let me show you how it's going to be a cold winter. Check this out. On the Xbox, Horizon. Oh, excuse me. Horizon. Wow. I'm wrong. On the Xbox, of course, we have Halo Infinite. Of course, we got Forza. Those are the big main heavy hitters. And that's good. And that's great. There doesn't need to be 10 or 20 games to really get people going. You already have Flight Simulator that's currently out, and it's currently getting 9s and 10s across the board. It's even getting 9s and 10s from websites that don't even like Microsoft, like IGN and GameStop Spot. But we just had the Halo Infinite beta that came out, and from what they're saying, it was outstanding. It was one of the best Halo experiences ever. I don't know who's working on Halo now. I think it's called 343 Studios. I think like they said it did an outstanding job when it pertains to multiplayer. And I can really see that Halo Infinite multiplayer having extreme legs. Another thing that I wish was add that the Xbox fanboys I don't think want, but I think it would be freaking amazing. And it was a rumor that they was going to add a battle royale mode, and I could have really went for a battle royale mode in Halo Infinite. I could have really. I know anything that reminds anybody of Fortnite or any other game that's popular, people tend to get angry and upset. But man, Halo Infinite could have really did some type of Fortnite mode, battle royale mode. That would have been nice. Last man standing type of jammy. You got Forza Horizon 5 that I think is going to be the game of this year. I believe that game will be getting 10s across the board. 10s. When you look at the game graphically, when you look at the game when it pertains to gameplay, I think everything is just freaking stellar. Not only that, I love the Mexico setting. I think it's beautiful. You got the jungles, you have cities. Very nice, very good. I would prefer for them to go to Asia, Japan, and things of that such, but Mexico is just as good. And it looks like they're really putting a Mac down when it pertains to this game. Not only that, for $9.99, you get access to over hundreds of games. Hundreds of games. You're going to be able to get Psychonauts 2 for free. You're going to be getting Back for Blood, the new Left 4 Dead game from the Left 4 Dead creators for free. You're going to be getting access to over hundreds and hundreds of games. I believe when you buy your Xbox Series X for the first time or your Xbox Series S for the first time and you sign into Game Pass, I believe you can get like 2 or 3 months for like $1, especially around the holiday times. But I got to turn this wind off. It's distracting me. How you guys doing? Y'all all right? Check in the chat room. Chat room, y'all good? Bring us this winter. What is? Hold on, Beast Ladies. A racing game, another shooter, flying center. Yeah, Xbox is definitely giving us variety. But yeah, but what is PlayStation offering? Action adventure? It was you could have sworn it was a year for $1. If that's so, then that's good. Oh, Zobi, you missed my last super chat. Did you send another one? Hold on. Damn it, I did miss it. Oh, hold on. Hey Zobi, I know. Thanks you so much, dirty old man. Thank you so much. Hey Zobi, I know you're familiar with Japanese culture. How did Sony get sucked into the Western liberal nonsense? They've been trying to get there for a while, and it started with the launch of the original Xbox, and they were able to see what Microsoft was able to do, and they wanted to reenact that on the PlayStation. So thus you got releases of games like Killzone, and even the God of War series came out on the PlayStation 2 late. God of War, Killzone. I saw when they were making that turn. It was right when the Xbox came out, the original Xbox, and PlayStation wanted to recreate that and reenact that. Not only that, the Western games were selling extremely high on the PlayStation, and that Western game was Grand Theft Auto. When they were able to get the exclusive rights with the Grand Theft Auto and seeing all that money that was coming in and all the money that was the Grand Theft Auto really helped PlayStation 2 sell all those copies. I believe anybody that had a PlayStation 2 had Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas. So when they saw the money that they were making in comparison to when it pertains to like Japanese games, they really wanted to get in that playing field and start to release more and more Western-like games. Now, when it pertains to going liberal, I don't know. I think that's just the climate that we are in right now. I believe that the powers that be came to Sony and said, you know, I think we should go down a more liberal route, and then we want to use the video games to do it. They want to use all the genres, entertainment genres, to push their propagandas. And Sony is no different. Luckily, Sony went first, and Microsoft and Nintendo were able to see how much of a huge failure that was. So it looks like Microsoft and Nintendo will not go in that route. But Microsoft is smart enough to prepare themselves for this next journey that we're going into, and that is the more liberal route. Do I think Microsoft is going to go liberal? Absolutely. I think everybody has to. Even Nintendo better get in line. Luckily, Nintendo's always had games where they promoted the female. Metroid goes back 35 years, you know. The thing is that I just don't think they want to push it in your face like Sony does. Sony really wants to push it and push it and push it. And they're really trying to go for a market or an audience that I just don't think that's really there. I think they want to get away from the current Sony fanboy, and they want to go to even more toxic, and that is social media and how toxic they are over there. And the Sony fanboy is going to get in line. If they're willing to pay $70 for Returnal, they're going to get in line no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that's Sony's plan. Japanese games are a little bit too creative, a little bit too free, and they're going to shut that down. Even though I believe those are the games that kind of make your console relevant, because we're still hearing from people now that Bloodborne is, what about Bloodborne though? You know what I mean? Every time I get the bash in PlayStation 4, everybody wants to bring up Bloodborne. Great game. I'm not denying it's a great game. The best of the From Softwares. But it's not just From Software. It was Japan Studios that had a big part of making that game, and they got rid of them. They're out of here. And I said years ago on this channel, when you don't do Japan, when you don't have Japan, your console fails. There is something about that Japanese support that really brings luck to your console. And as soon as Sony came out and said that as soon as Sony said we're going to be censoring Japanese games, all of a sudden it's been going downhill from there. I don't know what it is about the support of Japanese games and consoles. Even Microsoft was out there for years now trying to get support from Japan. They know. I told Phil Spencer this years ago, and he follows suit. But I think Sony really thinks that they're going to come out with a game and it's just going to connect with gamers, and it's going to be able to do these high numbers. It's really going to bring in a lot of gamers. But God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man, it's not going to do it, man. They're not games. If Sony focused on making games, that Spider-Man game should have been less walking around. I felt like I was playing Uncharted more than I was playing Spider-Man. That game was such a pain to play when I was playing Spider-Man. Google it. It's on YouTube. It was terrible. It wasn't a Spider-Man game. I knew Sony was going in this route, and if you watch my channels for years, you would know I've been warning Sony about this day, and now the day has come. Winter is here. You guys ran out and you bought a $500 console. And Sony, and I don't even blame you to a degree. To a degree, I actually feel bad because Sony lied. They lied. They lied and said, when you get your PlayStation 5 in 2021, you're going to be able to get Horizon Zero Dawn. They lied and said in 2021, when you buy your PlayStation 5, you're going to be able to get God of War. And those games, I can see those two big games. To me, they're not big. But I get it. I get it on a I get it. I get it on a social media level. For social media, it's cute. Those are your big games, right? This is what Sony wants you to believe, that these are the big games, right? I'll give it to God of War. God of War has been here for years now. So I can understand the two big games, allegedly, and then you got the Kinas, and then you got the Returnals, and then you got the Ratchet and Clanks. And that's what they tried to promote you on. So you ran out, bought the $500 console, and you said, you know what? It's coming, guys. Yeah, this is our year, man. And then Sony comes out and says, we're delaying all of that, which I already said that we're going to do. We're delaying all of that. Now, with Kina, it was delayed, right? It was initially supposed to come out in August, and they said, we're going to delay it, and we're going to come out in September. With Cyberpunk 2077, hey, we're going to delay it for a couple of months, right? What other delays? The Last of Us 2. Okay, we're going to delay it for a couple of months till we make sure that we can get the quality right? With God of War, with Horizon Zero Dawn, with Gran Turismo, there's no date in sight. Reckon Horizon Zero Dawn 2 did not announce to get delayed yet, but those are the rumors that are coming out. Maybe they can come up with something to scramble it out in 2021. Maybe. We'll see. I doubt it. I doubt that this game is even halfway ready. I could understand if you said we're delaying it to, a month, 2 months, 3 months. We have literally, when they announced that they were announcing God of War, delaying God of War, there is no date in sight, letting me know that this was nothing more than a scam. Sorry, I went off on a side tangent. Thank you so much, dirty old man. But to answer your question, they've been going down this route. Oh, and another reason why they are going the SJW route with their games in a more Western route is because of the gaming media. Now media they're practically giving 10s out to everything. And Sony even came out and said that we're looking to create Metacritic games. We want to create games that are going to be clamoring the Metacritic page, because Sony is smart where they have an idea that they know that the modern day gamer, besides Nintendo fans, Xbox and Sony fans play the Metacritic game. So they know and not only that, developers also get like bonuses and stuff like that if the Metacritic score is high. So now you literally just creating games for the gaming media, and the gaming media is over there in California, and they are extremely liberal. So more that you placate to them, they're not focused on us. They didn't say, hey, we want to create games for the gamer. Even the Ratchet and Clank Insomniac guy said, we're not making games for gamers anymore. In winter, Sony fanboys are going to eat each other. Yeah. You're going to be seeing a lot of pro Sony fans turncoating. You're going to be seeing a lot of Xbox Series X, Series S unboxings. You're going to be seeing people trying to capitalize off of their turn. And at least with the Xbox guys, it's been what, 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years, and none of them has turned besides like Crap Gamer. At least they were able to stay strong with the brand. These guys can't even wait till winter. You're going to be seeing a lot of PlayStation guys eating each other alive because of the enormous of fun that they're going to be having on the X. They're finally going to be having fun playing video games when they get their Xbox Series S and X, and they're going to get it. Don't think that they're not going to get it, because they are. PS4 was a good console. I don't care what no one says. Well, that's cool. If you like it, you like it. In my opinion, the PlayStation 5 is nothing more than just a repeat of the PlayStation 4, but I believe worse. The PlayStation 4 didn't have anything. Sit back, really think about it. What did the PlayStation 4 really have? They were able to get by with the PlayStation 4 because Xbox made the mistake. The people that were in charge with the Microsoft Xbox One made a mistake. They brought in Phil Spencer. Now, Phil Spencer wasn't going to be able to come in and just make automatic changes right away. It was going to take some time. Phil Spencer had a vision, and the vision was Game Pass. It was creating the Netflix equivalent for gamers. And a lot of, we live in an era now where we automatically expect instant success or instant gratification. But a true businessman knows that it takes time. The time is now. Winter is coming. Now the way that Phil Spencer wanted to run the company, we are here. It's coming. And it's looking really spooky if you're a Sony fan. They've already acquired ZeniMax Studios. You got, and here's the catch. Those games, oh my God. It's going to be a bloodbath. PS1 and PSP were the only good PlayStation platforms. I agree. It's going to be a bloodbath. PlayStation is not going to be able to hang this year, this generation. The best thing PlayStation has going for it are the scalpers and the bots, but that's going to die off. Think about it. The best thing that we know that is coming is Gran Turismo, Horizon, and God of War. And I don't know anybody. And I mean, I don't know anybody that's excited for those games. I don't know nobody. I mean, no, seriously, I don't know nobody. I've never in my entire life heard anybody say, yo, oh my God, Horizon. Yeah, I can't wait for a sequel to that, man. I've never in my life somebody say, "Oh my God, man, God, yo." You know what I'm saying? You know how cats be drooling from the mouth when they hear a sequel like a Metroid, Zelda. For me, when I hear like Shin Megami Tensei or Persona 6 or something, I've never seen that when it pertains to Sony exclusive. I've never seen it. I've never ever seen for any PlayStation exclusive. I have never seen anybody watering from the mouth for any of those PlayStation games ever. Soup Kitchen. Thank you so much. And Sony fans and fanboys need to be quiet. They need to be quiet. They can't say anything. Everything that they did over the years is finally coming back around. And this is what they get. This is what they get. Soup Kitchen, thank you so much for the donation, brother. This is what they get. Anyway, let me get back to winter is coming, guys. Like I said, we're in the month of Jason right now. We're in the months of Jason. July, August, September, October, November. And right now is the time where your games need to be coming out on a consistent basis. Because right now is the time where people need to run out there and start making their holiday purchases for little Timmy, little Jimmy, Tommy. Every year around this time, all companies released all of their games. All companies released their biggest and baddest games of the year because they know this is the time, this is the holiday season is coming. The winter is coming. It's going to get cold. It's going to get snowy. People are going to be in their homes. When you're in your home, you're going to want games to play. Now we are living in the 2020s. So not only do you have winter, cold, snow, you also have shutdowns. Every single winter, we're going to have shutdowns because flu no longer exists. We have a new evil now. So now with that new evil, we have to push everybody in the direction of believing that, I don't want to use too many words because it's going to get me in trouble. So we got shutdowns, cold, winter. And what is the best thing for us to do, fellas? What do we do? Number one, around this time, women, they get a lot more flirtatious. They start looking at you, checking you out, and women already get ready for the winter seasons to get locked down with a man because they know it gets warm. They know being with a man gets them really warm. For gamers, our games keep us warm. For PlayStation fans, that loud ass engine on the back of the PS5 keeps them warm. They won't be able to worry about that this year because there'll be nothing to play. Listen. On the Xbox Series X, on Xbox, the heavy hitters will be Halo Infinite, Forza 5, Game Pass, where you can get access to games that will be releasing this year, this holiday season, like Back 4 Blood, free. Psychonauts 2, free. Not only that, you're going to have an array of multiplats that will be coming out for the Xbox Series X, like the new Battlefield game. I'm pretty sure there's some other multiplats that are coming out. Now, you're probably saying, oh my God, what are you, hyping up multiplats for the Xbox? Yes. Why? Because the resolutions will be better. The frames will be better. The 4Ks, 8Ks, 1080Ps, and higher. All of your multiplats will be running better on the Xbox Series X. All of them. All of them. They just did some type of new update frame rate test for the new Cyberpunk 2077. The streets are polluted with NPCs. They went to the PlayStation side, and the PlayStation was barely having one character walking on screen, and that was you. You can barely walk. Your character can barely walk through this. It's pathetic over there at PlayStation. Flight Simulator, Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, Game Pass, $9.99. Not only that, when you get your Xbox Series X, Xbox, you sign in $1. Slide sale was for the year. I think it's for 3 or 4 months, 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. They always do some type of holiday special for Game Pass. So look out for that. Before you sign up for Game Pass, wait until Microsoft does some type of Black Friday sale. Then you get your Game Pass. Xbox fanboys are going to be warm this winter. Warm. Nintendo fanboys. Nintendo fanboys, we're going to be eating good too. Not only are we going to be warm, we're going to be cozy. Huh? Whoa. I'm telling you, man, if you own an Xbox Series X and a Nintendo Switch, that's all you need. That's all you need. You're going to be eating lovely with an Xbox Series X and a Nintendo Switch in your home, man. Kiss the money goodbye. Kiss your little checks and your little money and all that, and your savings funds for the kids and all. Just kiss that goodbye. Nintendo and Xbox is going to eat all that up. Luckily, we have the Game Pass, so that'll help us. Help us with groceries and things of that such. Guys, Nintendo Switch is coming out with the OLED. This holiday, I believe that'll be October. No, I'm telling you, I'm a guy that knows. You don't need 4K visuals on your Nintendo Switch. You don't need some of the highest frame rates on the Nintendo Switch. Trust me, you don't. I'm a guy that goes all the way back to the Game Boy Color. And I remember the Game Boy simply just adding color to the games was one of the greatest inventions of all time. Seeing Pikachu yellow in Pokemon Yellow was freaking mind-blowing. For the Nintendo Switch OLED, I'm telling you, it's going to be the same thing. Wait until you guys get your hands on the Nintendo Switch OLED and you're playing it in handheld mode. Watch, because Nintendo believes in color. They don't believe in photorealistic and things of that such. Because in my opinion, when you go more photorealistic, it becomes less of a game. Unless it's sports or racing, but still. Or flight simulator. But when you're able to take older games that you already played on the Nintendo Switch and popping in the Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Mario Odysseys, the Mario Karts, Animal Crossings. When you look on that Nintendo Switch OLED screen, you're going to be like, oh my God. Watch, you're going to thank me later. You're going to be like, oh my God, Zoba, you're right. I had a first glance to see the OLED screen on the PlayStation Vita. And when I was playing Persona 4 Golden on my PlayStation Vita, and when I first turned it on and those colors were coming at me, I said, oh my God, what is this? This is amazing. And at the time, I didn't know what an OLED screen. I just thought the PlayStation Vita was just a superior. People thought that the PlayStation Vita was some type of superior piece of technology, but it was really just that OLED screen, because once they removed the OLED screen because the Nintendo Switch wasn't making any money, the PlayStation Vita wasn't making any money, Sony wasn't making any money, they had to remove the screen and make a cheaper model. They were able to see that the PlayStation Vita was nothing more than just another piece of crap. I'm telling you, you will thank me later. You're going to say, oh my God, Zoe, you were right again. Wait until you see how enhanced those colors are going to look. You're going to, oh my God, what the freak? You sure this isn't 4K? Watch. Now, if you want a console that's going to be able to do all those things, you're going to have the Steam Deck, and that will be coming out this winter as well. Now, if you're looking for the bells and the whistles and things of that such, you can go to the Steam Deck. But I'm telling you, it will not, I don't know if they're using a LED screen, but whatever the Steam Deck does will not be able to hold a candlestick, because Nintendo has the best games in gaming. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact because of the sales. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. This holiday season, we are in the Jason months. Metroid Dread. I'm not even going to cap. I'm going to wait till after I say all these games, then I will clap. Metroid Dread. Shin Megami Tensei 5. No More Heroes 3. Wario, Get It Together. What? Easily 5 million. Easily 5 million in 2021. WarioWare, Get It Together. Easily 5 million in 2021. Bet me. Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot. Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. Now, these later ones are going to be for me. These later games are going to be for me. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, what? These games are garbage. Okay, you can have your Metroid Dread. You can have your Shin Megami Tensei 5s, your No More Heroes 3s, the Advance Wars, the Pokemon Shining Silver and Diamond and Pearl. These are for me. These are the games that are going to keep me warm. These are the games where you're going to see when you log on to your Nintendo Switch. These are the games that I'm going to be getting nectar deep, anal canal deep within these games. Printy Presents the NIS Classic Volume 1. Yo, don't sleep on that. And buy that game immediately, because it's going to go up in price. They're bringing back 2 PlayStation NIS games, and they're going to bring them to the Nintendo Switch. It didn't sell worth a goddamn on the PlayStation, on the PSP, so they're going to port them to the Nintendo Switch. Amazing. Shadowverse Champions Battle. They took the Shadowverse game and made it into some type of high school Yu-Gi-Oh type game. Ni no Kuni 2 Prince Edition. Ni no Kuni 2 flopped on the PlayStation. A lot of people told me that Ni no Kuni 2 needed to change everything about Ni no Kuni 1 in order for the sales, and it still didn't sell. Actually, Ni no Kuni 1 sold better. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. That's another high school Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. My Nintendo guys, you're not laughing. You guys know that's heat right there. Y'all know that's heat. Winter is coming. Now let's go to PlayStation. Kiana. Yeah, Zombie, but what about Kiana? I say, what about it? Another game that after Returnal and Ratchet & Clank, I don't even think this game's going to be able to push 500,000. I'm predicting about 200,000 at least, 200 to 300,000. I believe people are going to be saving up their little $70 and they're going to spend that on Xbox. or the Nintendo Switch OLED, or the Steam Deck. Winter is coming, Sony fanboys. It's going to be a very, 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 very rough winter. Very rough. And I can't necessarily blame you. I mean, I can, because I said don't buy the PlayStation 5. You didn't believe me. I was trolling. Some of you didn't even buy it. But still, you're campaigning for it. And it looks like everything I said has come into fruition. Now, when winter comes, it's just not going to come and go. When winter gets here, it's coming for heads. It's coming for heads. Because it's not going to stop. Sony fanboys could probably think, well, oh my God, we got past that winter, guys. We made it. How many of us are left? How many of us have made the jump over to the Xbox Series X? Right? Oh, now we can celebrate, guys. We have a, what did they call those? We have a state of play, guys. It's going to show off God of War gameplay, right? Oh, look at the next Horizon gameplay and the next state of play. Look, guys. That's when they're going to start poking. The Sony fanboys are going to be poking their little heads up again. Watch. Watch. But when winter gets here, it's not going to stop. The Phil Spencer generation is here. Check this out. When winter comes and goes, check this out. Avowed, Outer Worlds, Fable, Perfect Dark, Starfield, Everwild, State of Decay 3, Indiana Jones, Redfall, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, Splatoon 3, Pokemon Legends, Arceus. And for PlayStation, 2 games that didn't sell, even when they were $10. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I don't know what's going on with Gran Turismo. No dates in sight. Whew. Sony fanboys, I saw you guys buying Xbox games. I saw you guys buying them. You guys getting ready to make that transfer over? You don't want to have a warm, you don't want to have a cold winter this winter? I saw you guys supporting the medium. And I saw you guys complaining about Psychonauts 2 not running as good on the PlayStation. What's going on, guys? Y'all all right? Yeah, I want those Xbox games, huh? All right, guys. Get the hell up out of here, man. We got games we got to play, man. I got to get back to my Monster Hunter. I'm still playing Monster Hunter, guys. And it's not like that's the only thing I got to play. You know what I mean? I want to play the world, Neil. The World Ends with You on the handheld mode. I want to play Ace Attorney, the new Ace Attorney game that came out. There's some type of dodgeball game, or dodgeball RPG game that came out that I want to play. Holy crap! What the hell? We got snap, a donation. Oh my God. We got multiple donations, but I got to go up. What in the hell? Who is that, Jabari? Holy crap. Jabari. Holy smoke. What the hell? Jabari with a mega donation, guys. Is that Jabari? He's a PlayStation guy. What's he doing here? Holy smokes. Yo, good looking on the donation, Jabari. You my man, 50 grand, and you know that. But winter is coming, Jabari. Winter is coming. You got to do something to rile that team up over there, man, because you're gonna start fighting each other. Keep that little stable together, man. Keep them together. Zobi, let me know when you're going to roast these idiots on Xbox. I find it amazing you're convincing people to get consoles you don't have. Well, I don't have it now, but I plan on, if I'm able to get access to an Xbox, I will get it this winter. My bills are completed, so now I don't want to do a splurging. I always have a separate savings for future, but now I can easily put $500 down easily and get my Xbox now. The reason I didn't have it as of yet is because money was a little tight, but I'm free now. You don't have. Let me know when you do the stream. These guys are down. PlayStation, let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. But winter is coming, Jabari. Winter is coming, my guy. I hope you're ready. And it's not just winter, man. It's looking scary. It's looking scary. I think this is it. I think this is it for PlayStation, man. I really do. Nobody was impressed with that 10 million. Nobody, actually, everybody was a little bit annoyed. Everybody was annoyed that Sony was able to come out there and say thank you. And a lot of people don't have PlayStations. Scalpers and bots and things of that such are gaffling them up and reselling them for $800, $900. It's a mess. It's a mess. Now Sony says that they just magically found all these chips all of a sudden. All of a sudden, they just magically found all these chips. So I guess they're gearing up for the holiday season as well. But it's about to get tough, man. It's about to get really rough over there at PlayStation. You should have never got rid of Japan Studios, man. And no, the Astrobot creators don't count. Whew, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Jet Life, thank you so Jabbar, thank you so much for that mega donation, man. Yo, Zoe, random. Do you like the GTA series? I used to. I used to like Grand Theft Auto back on the PlayStation 2. I like the Grand Theft Auto 3. I did not like Vice City, but I liked San Andreas. San Andreas was implementing mechanics that I thought were so cool. You were able to work out with CJ and get buff. Even though I didn't work out with CJ, I kept myself skinny. I gave myself an afro. I was wearing some type of button up and the Chuck Taylors. I thought that was so freaking cool. They had like car customization mechanics. They had hydraulics. You could ride on a bike. I really like San Andreas a lot. Storytelling was something I could relate to because it was like a boys in the hood type thing. What was dope about the Grand Theft Auto games, because like the first one was like a parody of all the hold on. It was like a parody of all the mob movies, Goodfellas, Scarface, Casino, Godfather. So that was like, and at that time I was really into those type of movies. Goodfellas is still my favorite movie of all time. And then they came up with Vice City, and they were going more into that, like Scarface. I just didn't like Vice City. I don't know why. I was bored. But when San Andreas came out, then they started to do the whole, like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. I thought that was so lit, yo. San Andreas is still one of my favorite games of all time. And then they went to Grand Theft Auto 4, and then it was just a big media debacle with that game. They were giving out 9s and 10s. This is when the downfall of the media reviews started happening, is with Grand Theft Auto. I remember GameSpot. I still remember, because I used to be like y'all. I used to run to this GameStop. I used to run to these websites and get their opinions and stuff. And I remember they were like, they gave Grand Theft Auto 4 a 9. And then all of a sudden it just jumped to 10. I was like, wait, what the hell? And that's when I first started. It was a change in gaming media. A lot of people started getting fired. Then they started bringing in these new people. And these new people, man, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know why I should even trust them. And these new people, man, they don't even give games lower than a 7 now. They don't give games lower than an 8 now. It's embarrassing. So I bought the new Grand Theft Auto. It was the biggest hype thing. I remember I was at Best Buy and I bought it, and I asked for Grand Theft Auto, and the girl gave me the PlayStation version, but I didn't look. And I went all the way home, and then I had the PlayStation version, but I had an Xbox. So I had to go all the way back to GameStop and get a replacement. And I was just playing the game, and I was like, this game is freaking horrible. So after that, I just basically was like, you know what? I get it. I understand Grand Theft Auto. This is what it is. And I never came back to it again. And when I looked at the new Grand Theft Auto 5, it's been out for a long time now. It's been on like 2 different consoles. And then when I look at gameplay, I just go, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. This ain't for me. Yeah, but thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Yeah, man. Grand Theft Auto 4, but I hated 4 so much. It depends. If you're new to Grand Theft Auto, if you're like a little kid or something and you grew up on Grand Theft Auto 4 and you grew up on Grand Theft Auto 5, you're going to think it's the greatest thing in the world. You know, you're in your car, cops are chasing after you online and meeting online people. And you know, that experience is cool for a lot of newcomers. But I've been playing Grand Theft Auto going way back to Grand Theft Auto. Shoot, the one that was on the PlayStation 1, the one that was in London. It was like a top-down type of joint. And it made the evolution to Grand Theft Auto 3. And now when I just look at that stuff now, I just think it's just mindless. It's just boring. In my opinion, it's just extremely boring. If that's your league, if that's your lane, if that's what you like, I applaud that. Enjoy, indulge. But please don't come here and try to tell me about video games. Please don't do that. I really hate when people talk about that. Listen, man, that's not my type of game. And you would look and see what they playing is Grand Theft Auto and NBA 2K. Yeah, hey, man, you should be quiet. Yeah, anybody even played 5, even if you even played 5, you're an embarrassment. I don't want to hear nothing when it pertains to gaming. I'm looking at that game. I'm like, what is it? This is stupid. What happened to the whole, it used to be like a parody of mob movies and Boys in the Hood. Like, it's a joke. GTA on Game Boy. Wow, Nova's taking it back. Very boring. Been there, done that. Yeah, it's a lame series now, man. It's just a prostitute killer. Wow. Yeah, that's how it was when we first played. Oh, snap. We're sitting there, we're bringing prostitutes in the car, and then we're sleeping with them, and then we let them go, and then we kill them, run them over, and then take our money back. We would jump in the car, have a prostitute in there, take the car and drive it over a bridge while the prostitute's still inside. Man, we yo, we used to do crazy stuff back in the day. Yo, we used to have rocket launchers, boom, tanks was coming after us. It was like some type of, you used to have to go pick up health and stuff and guns laying around the city. That was fun. It was more of a game. Now is, it's like a Hollywood blockbuster. It's corny, man. It's whack. Anyway, guys, winter is coming. Sony Fanboys winter is coming, and we will come back to this video when winter is here. It's coming now. I'm just warning people. But when winter is here, X-Tendo podcast episode such and such, winter is here. I hope you guys are ready. Sony done did y'all dirty, man. Sony is making you guys look bad. I already knew. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the X-Tendo podcast episode 23. It's a good number. I will see you guys next week.